So Liposonix has been another part of our practice, and I introduced it because when I first had Cool Sculpting, I wasn't able to fit a lot of areas that were bothering patients, and I was a little bit underimpressed in some of the areas that were being treated because I couldn't fit the vacuum applicator. So Liposonix is a little bit different, and as you can see, it doesn't revolve around suction. So actually it's ultrasound, and what it's using is high intensity focused ultrasound to shoot little beams of heat underneath the skin at a depth where the fat cells are, and it actually destroys the fat. So this is another device that's actually physically destroying the fat, unlike some of the other ones which just open up the fat cells and aren't really truly destroying fat cells. So the reason that this is a little bit different is I can kind of fit it on different areas, and you can see we can kind of custom fit. That really is a nice size for the belly, but you can do outer thighs. This is probably one of my favorite for outer thighs, that saddlebag area where you really just have this localized bulge. The other really different thing about it is it's a lot less time. So you come in, you can really treat your whole abdomen and flank area in less than an hour. And so if you don't want to do 8 hours of Cool Sculpting, you can get it done with Liposonix. And the results are very similar. In their clinical studies, they did not measure percentage, they measured actual inches. And with one treatment, most patients lost an inch, which translates in some people to their dress size. It is not a weight loss method. It is a fat reduction method. So you're not going to lose a ton of weight. An inch is really, your pants are happier. It's when you put on your jeans and you have that bulge. I had a patient recently who was thin and fit, but just had those saddlebags, and so she had to buy bigger pants and then alter everything so that it fit. And with Liposonix, we're able to get rid of that extra bulge and make her fit into her true size. So it's a really nice procedure that way because it's faster, customizable. There is some discomfort in it. We've kind of changed our treatment protocol so that we are doing it, the same amount of heat is being delivered just over a longer period of time. So patients tolerate this very, very well. And it takes about 2 to 3 months to see the final results. So the fat cells, once they're destroyed, they're killed with heat, the fat cells die, and they're just naturally cleared with your body and excreted in your normal waste over a period of 2 to 3 months. You can see a little bit of downtime with this. In some areas you do get some minor bruising that can last for a few weeks. Most of the time that can be covered, so sometimes people will avoid having their thighs treated in the summer if they're wearing shorts. But in general, this is a procedure you can have any time of the year with very, very minimal downtime. We actually combine this with Cool Sculpting very frequently. There are some areas that I think Cool Sculpting works better on. There are some types of fat and some patients that I think Liposonix works better on. So we are always customizing our treatments to get the best result for the patients, and I think that's one of the differences just in general of having both of these devices is that we can really custom fit them to our patients.
Good.
During the consult process, the main thing that we want to know is what the patient's goals are. So we certainly have people that come in that have the wrong type of fat or really need to lose a little bit of weight before one of these procedures, either Cool Sculpting or Liposonix, will work for them. So that's really what we're kind of trying to tease out during the consult process. Then we'll kind of pinch on the fat, we'll see what's bothering you, what we think is going to get you the best results, and to make recommendations about number of treatments and how many squares with the Liposonix or how many sessions with Cool Sculpting the patient may need to get their desired results. And everyone's different. Some people want just a little bit so their pants fit better, and then some people want a transformation. And if you're looking for a transformation without having surgery, you certainly just have to do more sessions instead of just a once and done session.